Hello guys, my name is Armin. In today's video, learning AutoCAD, we want to compare different coordinates. So we want to know what's the difference between polar versus relative versus absolute coordinates. These are very important concepts and it's going to help you understand how you can draw your model or your geometry. These are a very important concept that's going to give you a better understanding of what are the exact locations or the coordinates that you want to place your geometry. Let's jump into AutoCAD so we can review it together.
In today's video, we're going to go over the different methods and how to enter distances or dimensions into AutoCAD. So we have a different method that we can enter distances. We can use absolute, relative, or polar. So we want to know what are these differences or what are these methods when we can use them, and let's start the process. So the first thing, I just want to turn the grid on right here. Let me click on the grid real quick. So the grid is on. Let's do real quick a snap setting. Okay, I want to make sure each of these units has show one spacing, so it's basically one unit. Let me enter. Okay, so right now, basically what it shows, it's this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units per the major line in the square. Okay, so if I write, put a circle right here for you. So that's gonna divide into, let's say, for location, right? So let me just do this. So you have the first quadrant, second, third, and fourth. So this is, you have x and y positive, x positive, y negative, x and y negative, and then y positive, x negative. So right now, if we look at the if we want to enter just any type of distance, right? Let's say we want to enter a direct distancing, right? So anywhere you want, you can click and then just say I want to have 5 units. So you can see basically it's gonna do this line 5 units. If I want to do a different angle, so like this way, I want to say I want 8 units. So it's basically draw a line for you with 8 units. So this method is basically direct distance entry, which doesn't matter when you click. It just basically follow wherever you click, you add the distance, is gonna draw the line for you. So this is, it's just easy. Anywhere you want, you can draw and you can put the length on it. And if you want to double check just to make sure, let's say this one we said it's 8. Yeah, you can see that's 8. This one we did talk about, it was like a 5 units with 5 units, so you'll be able to see this. The second method that we're going to talk about would be the absolute entry system coordinates. And what's that mean? It means the AutoCAD, it's going to measure everything from this X and Y that you have in your screen. So this is going to be the 0, 0. This is the origin. So anything that you want to draw, it's going to place it based on this 0, 0. And let's start. So I'm going to click on line, right? And I'm going to give it a coordinate. Let's say 2 and 3, right? So if I put 2 and 3, see where it snaps. Snaps exactly 2 on x's and 3 on y, and this is exactly on positive and negative. Let's continue. So I'm going to put 1 on x and then comma -8. So see where it snaps? It basically goes from that point, right? So it goes 1 and then -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's from here goes 8 down and then 1 towards this way. So you can see it's basically measuring everything from the point and keep adding it to this area. So if I want to get rid of that and then let's start something else. So right now I just want to put -5, -4 and see where it snaps. It basically snaps to this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 4. So this is basically it's your absolute uh, entry system. It means a measuring everything from these 0, 0, and based on the x and y, which is positive or negative, it's going to place it based on that y-axis. And you can kind of use this as a 0, 0. If you want a certain coordinates, you'll be able to kind of add to that area. So let's say if you want to do the actual angle. So let's see, I want to click over here. So I'm gonna click here, and then as soon as I kind of add the symbol, basically hold shift and then the angle icon, you'll be able to see that shows up on your screen, and you can basically just give it let's see 30, and this is going to be the 30 angle is going to lock in my line. It's restricted to 30, so you can see angle is going to be 30. Right now it's asking for me to put a length or the distance of this. Let's say I want to put 5 units, so it's going to draw 5 units from that specific corner or point that I put. And let's just double check to make sure it shows the actual 5. Yes. So you can see basically for drawing an angle with the certain length that you want, you just need to click on the line, click anywhere you want, and then first follow up with the angle sign. Let's say 60 degree, enter is gonna lock it at 60 degree, and you can see it on the screen. Right now you can put your length 4, and then basically put the 4 over there. So this is the basically showing you how to put the angles, like inserting angles anywhere you want, and if you want to restrict your certain line to a certain angle, this is a way to do it. So we just learned that what is the actual absolute, which is everything based on the origin 0, 0. Let's say right now we don't know, we have a rectangular or we have a different shape of line that we want to draw, and we want to move the origin point to where exactly I want the basically the my let's say rectangular shape drawn. So I want to draw this, and I'm going to start from here. So right now I want to tell CAD to shift this origin from here, which is the absolute, to this origin, which is my relative. So in order to do that, we just use add sign. So if I use add sign, that's going to be my origin. Right now I'm going to tell him go 2 and 4. And then right now, this is going to be the area. This is going to be my origin. So from here goes 2 units, 40 units, right? So basically with the add sign, I'm turning the absolute origin to the relative origin. I'm shifting it from here to here and telling AutoCAD to measure or to draw this rectangular that I have from this point, which is my relative point, 2 unit and 4 unit, right? So he's not going to do it from here. It's going to do it from there, which is my relative point. So this is really important if you guys want to make sure you draw something, let's say somewhere in the space, in your modeling space, and you want to draw a model or something, and it's going to be here, and you don't know how far you can go, so you just basically put the actual with the at sign, and it's going to draw it. And right now I want to show you something. Right now I want to show at sign -4 and -6. So see how draw it, right? It basically assumes this is the origin and goes towards this area, which is our quadrant fourth, which is minus x minus y, which is minus, let's make it close, 1, 2, 3, 4 that I said, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to follow the same rule for the x, y, and positive and negative direction. It's just a matter of shifting the origin point from the absolute, which is the 0, 0 here, to the relative, which is whatever we're gonna identify it for AutoCAD by using the at sign. So the next one and the last one is gonna be the polar. So the polar means you have an angle and you have a length, right? So this is basically that's the entry that we want to put, and we kind of follow it over here when we did the angle, right? So for the polar, I'm gonna click on the line. I'm gonna hit add sign. Just specify the first point, which is gonna be here. I'm gonna do add sign 5, then 60. So it's basically drawing a 60-degree line with the F5. Let's measure it. It was like a 5 unit. There you go. So it doesn't matter where you put it. I just put it over there, anywhere that you want. I just want to show you the polar system. It's somehow a relative because you're using the at sign, right? So you're basically specifying a point, telling the AutoCAD go the length of this distance at this angle. So you're using at sign, length, angle sign, and then you specify the angle that you have. This is going to be a difference between these three methods. I'm hoping that you guys can use these and understand it while you're drawing stuff in AutoCAD. If you like the content, please make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And I would be happy to hear if you guys using a different method to enter distances in AutoCAD. If you do, please put it in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.